It might be mail, rotting food, packages of the like. And I went to the bathroom, and I said, I come by and bother everybody else. Let me see my good friend Steve Summers and bother him for a minute.
Yeah, I'm glad you came in, because I haven't seen you in a
long time now.
Well, we have different hours.
We sure do, don't we? Yes. The exact opposite.
Now, what did you do for? Well, obviously you haven't gone anywhere on your vacation.
I've not gone. I've not been any more than 150 miles away from New York City. I went down the shore. I went to the west part of New Jersey. I took my daughter to Syracuse for a day, and I find that even on vacation, when I should be getting extra sleep, I'm still not sleeping. And I thought it was very interesting when the guy called you earlier today about the mortars going off and his dog hanging up on the phone, and then the guys that are producing your show, putting him right through. I thought that was very classic. And I love how you still write everything out long form. It's a lost art that nobody does but you. I couldn't do it.
Well, and maybe you're better off because you can't. See, but I always feel like, and I started doing this when I started here, because working overnight, I didn't think at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning I was going to get any calls. So this was psychologically like a safety net.
But you do it only for your open, right? You're open, you write it down.
Yeah, that's right.
In long form, like you don't use computers. It's all, if I may steal just a page here,
yeah,
or a few pages, it's on the yellow legal pad.
Yeah.
And it's in script, which no one learns today anyway. You are truly a dinosaur when it comes to handwriting, but your handwriting is still phenomenal.
And for a left-hander.
And you're a lefty, which is even more interesting.
Yeah, that's right. I have terrific.
Let me see if I can hear it. His band of brothers.
Well, you're not reading page 1.
Well, I think it doesn't matter at this point, does it? It's after midnight. Who's listening anyway? They know it's a Paul Harvey, and now the rest of the story. Page 1. JPP learned a lesson on July 4th. And the dope is everybody else learned a lesson from him. See? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there you go.
Classic. Well, it's good seeing you.
But I don't think it's so much the writing as it is the delivery.
It's all the delivery.
Well, of course.
Remember when I asked you years ago to read Cat in the Hat?
That's right.
And again, it doesn't matter. The words are irrelevant. Your gift is the delivery of those words. Yeah. And that's why I don't play that. I haven't played that in a long time, but when you did Green Eggs and Ham, I think it was actually.
That's right.
It was truly one of the great moments in our 10 years. 10 years. Can you believe that? Yeah, I can. Nah. At the beginning, I know you were great to us at the beginning, but 10 years, even you would have been like, maybe a year and a half, maybe give it 2. What's the contract? But 10, that's crazy, right? Now, the program, you're back next, when are you back? I don't know. Monday? I may not come back for a while. No, next Monday we're back. And then we do the really bougie, somewhat, I don't know, it's self-serving. Let's take as many Fridays and Mondays off as possible. But we are back next Monday, which is July 10th. So, all right. And then everybody is back at that time. And have you got anything special planned for when you're coming back? Is there anything you could preview or promo before No, we don't do it like that. And some people do year-long, retirement parties and 17 reunions, which kind of lose their importance. Are you talking about the farewell tour? No, I mean, I have no idea. I don't reference anything. I just know that we show up for work on Monday, and much like every other show, Boom and I will not have spoken for a while. And I'll prepare a show, and he'll follow along with wherever I want to go, and we'll do our show. But as far as the only thing we are preparing is Friday night, August 18th at Borgata. Hopefully you'll join us if you're able to. We'll be doing our 10th anniversary club party, and that'll be great. These guys can come too. They'll probably get carted at the door, but you're all welcome to come. It's open to the public, and it's going to be a soiree. As they say, like, remember the time you needed Boomer to get you into the Club Iguana back in '88? I do remember. It's a true story. As the story is Boomer's told many times. He's, on Boomer Esiason. He and his guys are going into, I think it was Club Iguana. And Steve Summers is outside. He goes, Boomer, Steve Summers. Well, little help getting into the club. I was willing to go back in line. But why would you? All I wanted to do was introduce myself and say hello, and wondered
if he had listened to WFAN, if he even knew about it.
And he did.
And yeah,
and he walked you into the club.
Yeah, he said, you don't have to go back in line, and I'll bring you in.
I'm assuming you and Boomer were doing very different things in the club.
Yeah, well, he went into a VIP room.
He just got you in. You were Gen Pop.
He didn't want me hanging around him at all. I was with the proletariat, and he went up with the VIPs.
I don't know what proletariat means, but I'm assuming it's common man. Am I correct on that? Well, in any event, listen, it's been great sharing a few moments with you on the radio.
Now, are you going to be with the Governor Christie, who was spending his holiday on the...
It's interesting that I've been asked that a lot in the last 48 hours. And I say the same thing to you. I've said to everyone else that's called and asked or, social media to me, whatever. I'm loyal. He's one of my best friends in the world. Whenever Boomer's out, I will still have him come in and co-host. I did not go to Island Beach Park with him, thankfully for that. I may have waved a different type of wave at the plane that flew overhead. But the whole thing is comical. I mean, listen, he's got 6 months left on the job. You can say what you want about him, good, bad, indifferent, politically and not politically. He's a friend first. He's a friend last. And as I would think that you would have for a friend of yours, I support him fully. I don't agree with all his politics, but I support him and hope that when it's all said and done, he lands on his feet and has a great job. He's a great guy.
And he's a big Dallas Cowboy fan. Yeah. I don't know how you could live with that.
Amazing he got elected to 2 terms as New Jersey governor, which is the most powerful governorship in the country. And you're an admitted Cowboy fan, which just tells you he is what he is. It makes no apologies for who he is, nor should he, nor should you, nor should I. If we get to a certain age, you're far more advanced than me, of course, where you...
I am.
Like, I remember this about Boomer. Boomer's one day contemplated getting a tattoo. I talked to his daughter and his son about it. His daughter, beautiful Sydney, said, Dad, you don't have to explain yourself to anybody. You're accomplished. You do what you do. If you want to get a tattoo, get a tattoo. You don't have to ask anybody's permission to do that, right? So I feel the same way about how we live our lives, about the governor as well. You get to a certain age where, hey, this is it. If you don't like it, it's on you. Hopefully 1 or 2 people do like it. And those are the people you have a cup of coffee with.
Well,
or marry. One or the other.
All right. Well, listen, I'm glad you stopped. You came by because you saved the program.
No, I just killed 6 minutes of time is all I did for you. I'm sure you're loaded with calls, people wanting to talk to the schmoozer. I hear all these people calling in. I've listened a long time. I can never get through. You are the guy. You are representative of the history of the radio station. And one of the great moments for me, selfishly, was when myself, Boomer, and you were asked to go to the New York Stock Exchange and to ring the bell. I think to close it, right?
Yeah.
And they asked...
On the 25th anniversary.
That's that what it was? I forget why we were there. But I remember one of the great selfish moments was they asked Boomer and I to do that. And you were there, and I thought that was disrespectful. And I said to Boomer, we're not doing it. Steve's doing it. And we asked you did it, and you closed the stock exchange. And that, if nothing else, was a great gift that we could give back to you for your support.
Well, no, that was very...
Harris Allen hated us from the start.
It was very nice of you. But they didn't know who I was.
Nah.
They knew from Boomer. They knew from you. They knew from the morning show. And it certainly would have been appropriate had the two of... But you said, no, let Summers do
That's what I said.
And that was nice.
I refused to do it. Why do you think Harris didn't like us at the beginning?
Well, Harris...
He's like a hate monger.
That is so not true and hurtful to me, actually.
Oh, I apologize. I mean, Harris was on Team Boomer Card from Jump Street.
No doubt.
Is it true that Harris eats all of the food that you guys don't eat in the morning?
No. Whenever I bring food in, I always make a point of offering it. And Harris is very generous as well. When he brings in food that he makes at home, he offers it to me. Well, I offer a lot more than he does, but I also bring a lot more in.
Not even close.
When do you bring in food? You bring in food in the morning?
That's right.
Well, because I know certain things that Carton likes, and so I bring them in.
He brings in. He makes a mean chopped liver,
little brisket that I put together sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Just on the high holy days, whatever it might be, he gives me a nice little Tupperware container, which he put aside for me, and I eat it.
There you go.
Don't you know I eat it?
All right. You want to introduce them?
Well, this is the aforementioned. How long have you been here, Harris?
I have been here full-time for over 10 years, and I guess a couple of years part-time before that.
And he worked with Mark Chernoff when Mark went by the name The Tiny Tot of the Kilowatt. He was an on-air DJ at what station in Jersey?
WNNJ.
NNJ.
The tiny tot
of the kilowatt. That's right.
I don't remember that name, but
that's right.
That was Cherno?
Little guy. Yeah. And then even have a great night. Happy 5th of July. And we'll see you on Monday.
Thanks for stopping.
Please.
All right.